showing interest in your spouse's interest is more important than a shared interest.
No,
That's my new tagline.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah. Tina, what's something you like to watch that I would watch with you? Go ahead, tell them, honey.
I don't know.
I mean,
When calls the heart?
Because I always watch stuff when you're gone.
Oh yeah, so so when I have alderman meetings, anytime I have to go to City Hall, and I get home late at night and I walk in, and you're always watching. What are you watching?
I love to watch Dance Moms so that I can remember what it was like to have my dance studio.
But let's announce to the world, Tina, during the alderman meeting, you're on the live stream watching.
Oh, yeah, I watch the live stream, but then I sometimes have to turn it off because I get a little frustrated.
She gets a little punchy while she's...
Punchy.
She usually texts me first to go, Ted, would you get on and watch this live stream, please? That one person I think's a member of our church. Would you get on, watch this, and then text them, say something to them? This is ridiculous.
Yes, there are. Yes.
During the alderman, while she's watching on YouTube live at home, that's when Tina gets the most punchy herself. Is when she's watching. And you know what I love, Ted? When I get home, she's like, "Why didn't you say something?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? When that person got up, why didn't you just tell them?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, hang on." She
on the live stream, when I see Clay on his phone, Tina, I usually text him, "Hey, I just want to remind you at this very moment, Clay, that 3 of a kind beats 2 pairs." I know what you're doing up there at that alderman desk.
You know what I'm researching, Ted, researching. It is quite funny that every now and then I'll get some funny texts from friends during serious moments. But,
yeah,
you know,
like this person's pouring out their soul at the microphone, and you're playing solitaire. Come on.
I'll never forget when I first got elected, the very first time, about 4 years ago. Ted says, "I can't wait till you sit through your first 6-hour finance meeting, and I'm going to text you." Remember that?
Well, you remember when I said, Tina can't get you to sit through a 30-minute theater budget meeting, but now you've decided to elect yourself to sit through 4- and 6-hour budget meetings.
Yeah, bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, now I go, honey, I don't know if you really want to be in this meeting. And then that way it gives him an opportunity to not come.
Well, she used to have she used to do meetings and not even tell me about it. And I'd be like, later that day, she's like, "So I had a meeting with blah, 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 and then I had a meeting with the marketing department." I'm like, "Really? I didn't even know about it." She goes, "Well, I didn't know if you wanted to come." I'm like, "Well, I wasn't given an option."
But he really can usually handle
meetings?
Huh?
Do you get FOMO, Clay, on those type of meetings?
What's that?
Fear of missing out.
Oh.
Yes, I've never heard that term, but yes, because, you know, maybe I don't really want to be at some of those, but if I'm not there, then I feel like, why wasn't I invited? You know what I mean?
Oh, see, I don't get FOMO. You know what? I want to get those mugs. You've seen those mugs that say, again, I sat through a meeting that could have been handled with an email. Just another meeting that could have been solved with an email.
Yeah. No, I think we have several of those.
But I think the hard part, though, with email is communication. The way things are
the way they
received.
The way they perceive the email or the, yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes things can come off as an attack when it's really not. It's more like, this is what's happening, how do we fix it? But it seems like they're not doing their job or something, and that's not it at all.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a, Ted, are you more of a texter or a phone caller? Or does it depend?
And then in between those two, you have now the new audio message.
Audio message, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's weird.
Amy basically leads the church with those, and I sit through and listen to I don't know how many of those back and forths with staff on the audio text. I prefer text.
Yeah.
But if it, we know this, Clay. If you and I have something heavy to talk about, to handle in Branson, there are times a 5-minute phone call it'd be a chapter of a text.
That's true. I think, you're right. But in general, if you just need to get a point across or tell somebody, text it.
every now and then when I call Paul Harris, he responds with, "Hey, I just want to remind you, we're more like texting friends."
That's hilarious.
And I just want to say thank you to Clay, who's allowed us to be phone call friends.
That's so funny.
That's funny. But I bet with
because,
Amy,
we've
she
had
just
this
gets to the point.
where sometimes I get cussed out by my friends when I call them.
Oh,
Well, that wouldn't be me.
no.
Oh, that was me. That was an accident, though. That was an accidental call. Oh boy, yeah. Let's yeah. I've told a lot of people that story. A lot of people.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
Oh, golly.
Yeah. Oh God.
Caught Clay in one of his flustered moments.
Yeah, I was a little punchy when you called.
I was a little bit punchy.
More punchy. Oh boy. So you're